This video is intended for my viewers that are 13 years of age and above. So if you're below this, then you're watching at your own risk. And I'm saying this because younger viewers probably won't understand the magnitude of what I'm saying. So if you are very young, your own risk. Yesterday, on the 7th of June 2023, School of Dragons, aka Jumpstart, which is the developer of the game, made a notice that the game will be shutting down on the 13th of this month. They posted this on their Twitter, they posted this on their Facebook, as well as their Instagram, and there should also be a notice in-game for this. So it is not a joke, it is not something I'm making up or anybody else is trying to trick you. This is from the source itself, so it's very real. Personally, for me, there's really only one thing that I can say about this situation, and that's hallelujah! Bless the Lord! I'm free! I'm finally free! I have waited years, I've been trapped, and I'm finally gonna be released from this nightmare. I am so relieved that this is happening. I've been doing School of Dragons for 8 years, and I have been unable to take my freedom from myself because of constant pressure from my viewers, and now Jumpstart is doing it for me. It's the greatest gift that I could ever get from that company, and I am so thankful that this is happening now. I'm gonna get my life back! With that said, I do understand that some people are genuinely really sad about this, and I'm not trying to undermine those feelings or make fun of them in any way, because I can't say I understand it with this game, but I can understand the feeling of losing something that you've been doing for many years and something that you're attached to and something that you do enjoy, and that stings, and I'm really sorry about that if you're one of those people, and I do respect that because it's not a fun thing. It's not a fun position to be. So I get the feeling that you're going through, and I'm not trying to be rude towards you or anybody else that's upset about this. I just want to make that clear. Personally for me, I'm not blaming School of Dragons for anything I have gone through these last couple of years. At the end of the day, it was my choice to keep going, to keep making videos. You could say that I was pressured to do it, yes, but at the end of the day, I could still just said no and just drawn the line and not engaged with the game anymore, but I wasn't strong enough to do that, I guess. I've been doing School of Dragons for 8 years. The game has been up for 13 years. And I would say that at least the last 4 years have been awful for me. Beyond that, it might have been annoying still, but it's been unbearable nearly for 4 years. And I kept doing it because every time I tried something new, people would spam that video, the comment section, and be like, no, do more School of Dragons, do more School of Dragons, I don't want this. And it, to an extent, it just makes you lose kind of hope, because it's like, oh, this is all they want, well, forget it, then that's just all I'm gonna do, just to keep the channel alive. And for a long time, and even the last few months, I've been like preparing and getting ready for a speech to that I'm not gonna do this anymore, I'm gonna stop. The truth is, I don't want to do it. But again, I never had the guts to go through with it. So the fact that it's shutting down is just such a major help for me, because I have suffered so much through this broken, terrible, and disgusting game. Again, that's my opinion. If you like it, that's okay. I respect. It's okay. I'm not slamming you. But when you spend as much time in it as I have, you're guaranteed to hate it. I'm sorry. From my perspective, at least. It's been broken since it started. Let's be honest. There is terrible game-breaking bugs. The quests don't work. You get kicked out of the game constantly. It's a walking corpse at this point. And I think the timing is bad on School of Dragon's behalf. And I mean, we kind of saw it coming. They made so many changes to make everything more expensive. Some of the free options got removed and you had to pay gems for it. There was less ways to earn free gems. So it's kind of been on the way for a long time. You know, I always thought, how is it still up? How is it still alive? It's gonna die. It's gonna get shut down. What the hell? But you never thought it was gonna happen. But it makes sense that it happens perfectly. Perfectly, it makes sense. And again, we shouldn't really blame Jumpstart either. The fact that I've kept it alive for 13 years is baffling at the state it's in, at the type of game it is. That is insane. And let's just give a hand of applause for that, because that's impressive. That's very impressive. So the fact that it's coming to an end is just perfectly understandable, and it makes great sense. And honestly, I think the world is going to be a better place without it. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm not actually. I'm really happy. The reason for the shutdown, in what I'm pretty sure of, is it's a licensed game. So Jumpstart pays Dreamworks, or well, it's Universal now, but they pay someone for the license to run the game, and I don't think that's a cheap thing to get. Excuse me. I think it's quite expensive to get this license, and licenses run for a certain time, and then you can renew it. You have to pay a new amount of money and renew it. And I think the contract is coming up to an end, and the renewal is gonna be too expensive for what the game is earning right now, because it has seen such a heavy decline in income and players as well. So Jumpstart doesn't have the funds to renew it. They can't afford to renew their license. And you could say, oh no, I don't think it's that. It's probably just because the game is doing badly and it's not working out anymore. But what got me thinking is that Jumpstart has another game called Magic and Mythies, which I did cover in one video once. And it's kind of like a pre-School of Dragons. It's the same template, just very much older. And that game is still online. Despite being completely abandoned, it's still online and you can still make in-app purchases in it. I tried and it works, you can. So that's why I think if the license was okay with this game, why would they shut it down? The cost of running servers sure is a bit, but if they're still keeping Magic and Mythies online, they should be able to keep School of Dragons online as well. So I do think it has something to do with the license and the fact that it's a trademark, that they are using the assets are not theirs to use. So I think that's the reason. But at the end of the day, even if that isn't so, it comes down to earnings and cost and what you're getting from the game, and they're not getting enough now to keep it running one way or another. And that's just a natural course of things, both that the franchise has ended and that the game is so bad and not improving. I don't think they really ever had the funds to keep it running properly. It's kind of been a zombie all these years. It's kind of been alive, but not really. So yeah, I think it's a great thing. I think it's a good thing for me personally, and for a lot of you too, who's kind of stuck with the nostalgia of, oh well, I played this so many years, and now they're doing this. I should probably play it. That's the feeling I have. I don't touch it outside of videos at all. And when I try, I just immediately lose interest and be like, nah, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. There's a lot of people that think my channel is just about School of Dragons. And that's the worst feeling in the world when I hear that. For years, School of Dragons has actually not been my top type of video. That's been Toothless Show, which has surpassed School of Dragons a million times. Literally, some of the videos have more than 1 million views. Something School of Dragons could never get close to. So for a long time, I've kind of had School of Dragons as on like the back burner and not really been a priority. Lately, it has been the videos that has been getting the most views, but that's because I haven't been doing anything else really. So that's on me. So I'm not really alarmed in any way in regards to what my channel is now and what it's gonna be when School of Dragons is done. My channel has been on the decline ever since How to Train Your Dragon ended anyway. So if this is gonna bring about the permanent demise, it's not really gonna be a surprise for me. Every time I've tried to introduce something new on my channel, people have rejected it. So it's definitely still a time for experimentation for me, and I'm gonna do that with more freedom now and without the burden of always looking back, I should also do School of Dragons to maintain that, which is a huge relief for me. So I'm gonna try to experiment a bit and see what people like, and if people are willing to do something that's similar to How to Train Your Dragon, but not quite, because the franchise is over. We are gonna get a live remake, and if I'm alive by then, I'll probably cover it. But mostly I want to talk about Dreamworks and their other projects and animations in general. We have some really amazing movies that have came out in recent times. We got Puss in Boots, and we got the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is outstanding animated movies, each in their own right. Animation has been kind of on the decline lately. Disney is doing crazy things, but the fact that we've gotten these really 3 strong movies is a good sign for me. So there's a million things out there I could be doing. Literally endless. That's the thing with YouTube. If you're brave enough to take some risks and try some things, maybe you're gonna hit gold at some point. So it's really up to you if you think that, oh, School of Dragons gone, that's it for me. I'm not into this channel anymore, then I just want School of Dragons. Good. That's fine. And I'll much rather have that than a person sticking around just for School of Dragons, when I personally as a creator hate it with a burning passion. Because it doesn't make me hate my watchers, but it makes me see them as kind of like a hostile entity, because they'll always try to push School of Dragons on me. And it's a relationship I built up. I'm not blaming anyone except myself, because I'm the one who kept doing it. It was in my hands. But now it's in Jumpstart's hands, and they did it for me. And I'm very relieved. I really don't have an ounce of sadness. It's probably gonna be weird when it does shut down. It's gonna get, something to get used to, but it's for the better. Look at the game. Just really look at it. It's terribly outdated. It's not good. So I'm not gonna spam a bunch of School of Dragons videos now in the last time that is here. I have one project I have to finish, because otherwise I will never finish it, because it's going away. So I'm gonna do that. It's just a small silly thing. Don't get your hopes up. I haven't planned anything for a final goodbye, but I'll probably do something. Because thinking about it, being a part of the ride from when I started and all the way to when the game ends, that's a special thing, I didn't go from right when the game started, but I picked it up and I stuck with it right until it's getting shut down, and that's an accomplishment. Whether it's a good one or a bad one, I don't know, but it's definitely something. So yeah, that's just gonna be it. I hope nobody's taking offense or getting hurt. This is just my experience, and I kind of created it for myself. Feel free to leave any thoughts or feelings you have in the comment section. I'm not gonna bash you if you're sad. You have every right to be. It's perfectly valid. Your opinion is definitely allowed to be different than mine. I just want to clear that again, because I get it. I get it. So yeah, thank you for sticking around, and I hope you're gonna keep doing so, and try to give some of the other videos a chance. Still gonna be a bit of School of Dragons before it gets deleted from existence. But we're gonna do some other things, and I'm still gonna hold on to How to Train Your Dragon, because it's still a good franchise. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, or evening. Until we meet again, take care. So long, Dragon Riders.